as we visit now with Nancy Cahalen from the Better Business Bureau. What we also know is that every time there's an opportunity for us to have a good time, that's also an opportunity for scammers to say, how can I jump in on this? And the BBB scam tracker, as a matter of fact, has seen a real increase in airfare and rental car scams as people are getting vaccinated and getting ready to travel. So let's talk now and bring Nancy Cahalen into the conversation and talk a little bit about these airfare scams and what you need to do when you're booking your next trip. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning. Thanks again for having me on. Before we start talking about airfare and rental car scams, I want you to take a look down at the left field foul wall and about 4 foot high in blue. What do you see?
About 4 foot high in blue. I may not have the right vantage point.
You
What,
might not have
tell
the
me, what am
vantage
I?
point. Well, it's the bbb.org and our
There.
BBB
All
seal.
right.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, so BBB is a proud partner of the Worcester Red Sox, and we're so excited. We can't get tickets today, but but we're real excited to be partners of the team. And as you said, it's a beautiful day, and this is, it's time for some exciting and uplifting news for our community. So this is wonderful. So I had to throw that in. Now the scammers, yeah. So as you said, you couldn't have said it better than me. That every time it's good news for us, and we're going to have some fun. The scammers are reading the headlines too. So we haven't been traveling for a while. And I did notice I'm buying tickets. I'm actually going to fly out to San Francisco to meet my new grandson. And I noticed some changes when I was, looking for tickets. There's just some changes to the whole system. Plus, things are getting more expensive now. So when you go online and you're looking for cheap flights, you come across all these different services, and you might come across what seems like a great deal with a major airline. So you book the flight, and then you get a confirmation message. But when you look at it more closely, you notice you never really received a ticket. Or there's another version of the scam. You book the flight on the travel website that's offering the deal, and you pay with your credit card just like normal. But shortly after you make your payment, you get a call from the company saying there's been a sudden price increase and there's an extra charge to finalize your booking. This is not something a legitimate company would ever do. So in either case, um, you call the airline to follow up. So I can just picture this. You're on hold. This is not good. And after talking to an agent, you find out they have no record of your booking. It turns out you accidentally purchased the tickets through a scam website or through a phony customer service number. So we had a BBB scam tracker victim tell us that they received the phone call right after they booked the flight saying that they wanted $100 per passenger to finalize the flight. And then after calling the airline to complain about that, they discovered the flight it was never booked. It wasn't available to begin with. So the company just took their personal information and pretended to charge the card. So, the good news is they didn't lose money, but the bad news is they lost all their personal information, their credit card
Yeah.
information. And that's, if when you're using a credit card, you've got protection against losing money. But if you do reveal your credit card information, you need to take action right away and contact your bank and get that card canceled and issue a new one. So that's how it's happening with the airlines. Now the rental car deal is really something else. I don't know if you realize this because I didn't. There's a real shortage of rental cars. It's only when you need to get one that you discover this. So it all makes sense. Last year, nobody was traveling, especially for business, and they had they had an abundance of rental cars. They had way too many of them. So they sold a lot of them off. And there were a lot of people that were buying them too because they were really they didn't feel comfortable on public transportation. So maybe they didn't have a car before and now they bought one. So there's a shortage of rental cars. They can't just go out and buy a whole bunch to bring their fleet back to normal because there's also a shortage of chips. So it all kind of ties in to COVID. There's a shortage of chips out there. So there's a shortage of new cars. There's a real slowdown of producing new cars. So what this means is that the rental car prices are through the roof, and because there's a shortage, and so that makes it a really great opportunity for the scammers. So if, again, you search online, you appear to get a customer service representative, and they say that you're in luck. They have a special promotion. And if you pay for your rental up front using a gift card, ooh, that sounds familiar, you get a significant discount. It seems odd, but they insist it's a great deal in partnership with the gift card provider that, and it all kind of makes sense to you, and you're thinking you're getting a great deal. Well,
Yeah.
you're not. There's no car, and you just lost that money. So how do you avoid it? Do your research. Check very carefully to make sure that URL is the right one for the company you think you're dealing with. Be wary of third-party websites. Some of them appear to offer legitimate services, but they're just fronts for scams. And never, ever, ever make payments with a prepaid debit card or a gift card. Scammers prefer this. Why? Because you can't get your money back. So, when in doubt, verify any special deals directly with the company, whether it's the airline or the rental car company. It pays up to do your homework and check things out up front than to be the victim of a scam.
Yeah, I got to tell you, you know what, this one hurts, not only because, of course, somebody has stolen your personal information or has gotten your money, but this one hurts because, you're telling your family, hey, I'm putting together this great vacation for you, and, hey, we're going to have the car and all these things. And then you just that real gut punch that, boy, somebody just took me. I don't have any of what I thought that I had that I've been looking forward to and was going to be a real fun time, and I got to go cancel all my credit cards. Oh, this one's terrible.
I know. It is terrible. They're all terrible. And
they are.
We're just not in the mood for terrible right now. We want
That's
opening
right.
day at the ballpark. So
It's beautiful out here. That's right. That is exactly what we want. All right.
Yeah.
I have located the BBB. I got to tell you, it does look great. I know that this is going to sound
right?
weird, but yes. But I know that this is going to sound funny, but I have to tell you, all these signs, they really do look good. WBDC, Assumption, Worcester Academy, Worcester Railers, UMass Memorial Health. They've done a very nice, tasteful job with them. They look great. So it's the ballpark just looks fantastic. I can't wait until you get here, Nancy. We'll have a beer together here at the ballpark.
Excellent. All right.
Very good. Hey, Cahalen from the Better Business Bureau joins us each and every Tuesday at this time to keep us safe from those scams.